Time to talk about the best talking points from round 19. It was a very, very, very special game week. I remember in the build up to round 19, I did say that we will see lots of surprising results. And boy, oh boy, we did get a lot of that. And speaking about surprises, Victor, it was a rather peculiar game week with 7 out of those 10 games for round 19 ending in a draw. We even had lots of goalless draws as well. Victor, which of these draws surprised you the most, and what do you think is the reason for those results in this past game week?
Let me start with the reason. I would say probably fatigue and rotation and a bit of mental exhaustion creeping in for a lot of these players, which is understandable after so much football. As for the most surprising one, I would have to go with Man United v Wolves because I would say before the game, everybody expected United to absolutely walk this one, but Wolves actually pissed away quite a few chances and they could have gotten their first win of the season. And on a related note, Brentford v Spurs, I could not imagine a draw here. I also backed Brentford in our predictions show. It's not a bad result for them, it's just that it's a surprise based on the form of the two teams.
It's a shame because Max is still wearing a certain jersey on this in this video, but yeah, we've seen stranger things, I guess. Over to you, Max. Arsenal beat Aston Villa by 4-1 scoreline to maintain their lead at the top of the table. Do you think that was the Gunners' most convincing win in a long time?
I mean, obviously, especially when you look at the games like against Wolves that you barely win against the worst team in the league, and then you destroy 4-1 probably the best team in league for form at least before this game. And also, I'd say that the return of Gabriel and Saliba duo makes them much stronger and scary for the opponents. And probably I feel like they're gonna carry on that. And the games like Man City against Sunderland, it feels like they're getting a bit of boost for them as well.
Yeah, long may that boost continue. Over to you again, Victor. You've already spoken a little bit on this, but probably more context now. Should Manchester United be heavily criticized for playing out to a draw against Wolves?
Let's see. Let's take a survey. Is water wet? Is the sky blue? Are Grimsby a fourth division club? Of course, they should be criticized. I have no idea how this is a situation where people can still defend Amorim. Wolves are too bad to be taken seriously in a Sunday league game, and yet here we are, United drawing against them. I mean, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he wants to cut costs. This is a result that after that League Cup disaster, this gives him enough justification to actually give fines to players and the coaching staff.
That was a very interesting analysis. If I was Max, I would not wear this jersey for at least 1 month. But yeah, anyways, over to you again, Max. Should Manchester City start to worry after they played out to a draw against Sunderland and are now 4 points behind Arsenal in the title race?
I'd say it's not only about them, but also about Arsenal. And in fact, that even if they win the head-to-head against Arsenal, if they manage to win every single game outside this, they still gonna win the trophy. And this is kind of hurt for Man City. And also, I just feel like at some points, as you already mentioned, that if Haaland is not scoring, there's pretty much nobody to score, especially in this type of games when the defense is quite low for the opponents. And it feels like, yeah, we'll probably see a lot of signings this winter for Man City, and Semenyo could be a X factor for them. So let's see what happens next.
Fair enough. We'll see. And just on a final note for this video, Victor, are Chelsea in a major crisis given their recent run of results and now the sacking of Enzo Maresca?
It boggles the mind. It just boggles the mind. Again, I think things have been blown out of proportion with Chelsea for the millionth time. Was anyone really tipping them realistically for the title before the season started? Were expectations really that unrealistic in that boardroom? Or maybe they found a way for manager compensations to be tax deductible, and that's why they keep sacking coaches. Uh, no, it's not a major crisis results wise because of the expectations in preseason. It's not a major crisis that Maresca left either. The crisis is artificial, and what's also artificial is the goddamn knowledge that the Chelsea Chiefs have about how a football club should be run. This is exactly the equivalent of what we had last season, Marinakis yelling at Nuno after a draw against Leicester, just taken one step further. It obviously sucks that Maresca lost his job, but Chelsea need to get a clue, ideally soon before they cannot find any coaches anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it was actually baffling to see that piece of news that they sacked someone that won them, the Club World Cup. But yeah, I'm glad to not be a Chelsea fan these days. We'll see what happens with Chelsea in the coming weeks and the coming months, I guess. But there you have it. Those are the best talking points from round 19. It was definitely a peculiar game week, and we can look out for more chaos in round 20. Stay tuned so you don't miss out.